You need time?
Yes,
Naomba kunisikize. Mimi naitwa NURU OKANGA. Nimeshikwa jana. Niko na kijana kwenda siku moja hapo Kenyatta. Kuna shida ya kidney. Zote mbili hazifanyi kazi. So huyo mtoto mimi ndio tegemea. Sasa hivi ndio sisi vijana ilikuwa pale dawa nilikuwa nipeleka na nikashikwa hapo pale. Ndio simu saa yangu fura mwili. Kuna dawa inafaa pewe kila siku inatoka 10,000. So kama nitawekwa ndani
so wacha kwanza wafanye hiyo ombi lao. Wanasema wacha apitie anapokuja nafasi kuzieleza. Wacha weke ombi kwanza kwa wanataka kukuita. Kwa sababu tujui sijaona hata pale. Let the media go attend to other court.
Yes, we can be on. I said before the Almighty God that the evidence.
Perhaps before, for the purpose of the court record, my name is Wamboi, Shadrach Wamboi. I wish to be placed on record for the respondent. We will be holding a bill for Mr. Barnes tonight. Thank you.
I said before the Almighty God that the evidence that shall present before this court that in the matter in question shall be the truth and nothing but the whole truth. so help me God. Your Honor, I'm number 111 021 PC Samuel Kamau. Your Honor, I'm the investigating officer in this case. And I'm currently attached to this headquarters serious crime unit performing investigation duties. Your Honor, I'm investigating a case relating to an offense of publication of false information contrary to section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act number 5 of 2018. And also cyber harassment contrary to section 27 of Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act, together with other offenses. Your Honor,
Mr. Musike, you're soliciting.
No. The person has contacted me.
I think they already has Mr. Wambui.
Yeah, but because he has already contacted me, I've said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can join forces with
Yes,
them.
yes, Your Honor.
So can I put you on record?
Yeah, you can put him on record.
So let's not interrupt the IO again.
Most of it.
Your Honor, the respondent was captured on a TikTok account, Duped River News. Where he was captured uttering some words which might bring tension to the nation. Where he was captured, informing the Deputy President regarding Gachagua to take action and shoot the President. Excellency, Honorable William Ruto, Your Honor, due to the nature of the offense, we acted swiftly to arrest the respondent in order to prevent further utterances and publication of such words that could bring tension to the entire nation. Your Honor, after arresting the respondent, we were able to confiscate some electronic gadgets, like his phone, and due to the bulk nature of the data and digital evidence involved, and for the interest of justice, the investigating team comprising of specialized investigators and digital and electronic cyber forensic experts, both domiciled at PCI headquarters, there is need for time to analyze the digital data from the confiscated exhibits or gadgets from the suspect, in order to be able to prefer the right charge against the respondent. Your Honor, preliminary investigation have revealed that the respondent before you is part of an alleged syndicate and has the belief that if released on cash bail or bond, is likely to tamper with electronic evidence that we intend to bring before this court during the time of the charge. Your Honor, the said utterances and publication touches on high-ranking government officials and is likely to incite or cause tension among the Kenyan citizens. Your Honor, according to the law, the respondent had to be brought before court before rapture of 24 hours. And hence, we had to sort your indulgence because the suspect, the respondent was arrested yesterday. Your Honor, I therefore pray this honorable court to grant me 21 days and remand the respondent at Bunge police station so that we can conclude the investigation. That's all, Your Honor.
You think the investigators can be granted the 21 days? Because there are also other suspects, Your Honor, who are being pursued as a leader in Africa, who are yet to be arrested and we believe one of the respondents in their 60th and 260. Now, due to the seriousness of this offense and the potential charges it attracts, I believe that our application is merited and we allow.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, with your permission, I would request to ask a very few questions to the investigating officer so that he can help us in balancing the scales of justice. Thank you, Your Honor. Now, PC Kamau, good morning.
Good morning, counsel.
Sorry, I have misled you. It's afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon.
Thank you. Now, my name is Shadrach Wamboi. I'll be asking you very few questions so that we can help the court in understanding why the respondent is here in the first place.
Yes.
You informed the court that you have you arrested him preliminary on the question of his contravention on the Cyber Crimes Act. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Your investigation basically is provoked by a TikTok account known as Riba News. Is that the position?
Yes, Your Honor.
From your preliminary investigations, is he the custodian or the administrator of that River News account?
We have not
Yes,
yet.
no. You don't know? Yes.
As per now, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, at the time of his arrest, you say that you have confiscated his mobile phone, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the gadget you suspect he's using or was using at the time of publication of these reports?
Yes, that is the gadget we suspect he was using.
Thank you. Thank you, PC Kamau. You're assisting the court. Now, you confirm to the Honorable Court that you're in possession of that phone, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. We have a cybercrime, or rather the facility that you use to interrogate some of these gadgets that is domiciled at the DCI headquarters. Is that correct?
Yes, we have the cybercrime department that deals with analysis of such gadgets.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the position or your request before court for the request of the 21 days is because of the bulkiness in the information contained in that phone, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Does the respondent work at that department?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Where did you arrest him from?
He was arrested from Kayole, his home area.
His home
Kayole.
area in Kayole.
Yes.
Thank you. So, for the avoidance of any doubt, you know where he stays, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, so the purpose for which you seek to have him detained for 21 days is so that you can interrogate the contents of his phone at your cybercrimes office, isn't it?
Yes, together with other aspects.
Thank you. Now, you claim also that he's part of a syndicate, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you want him to volunteer information so that it can help you in arresting other suspects. Is that the position?
No, Your Honor. We can use other mechanism to get the other.
Splendid. PC Kamau. You can use other mechanisms, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
So prima facie, you do not necessarily have to have him detained for 21 days so that you can arrest other people you think are involved in this crime, isn't it?
He might also interfere with
Isn't
our...
it? Yes, no, and then we close it at that. I'm
Repeat
sorry,
your
Your Honor,
question.
there is a more Kenya. Your Honor, there is a...
We have other reasons of holding him in
Yes,
custody.
you can just pass that to the court.
Because to the seriousness of the offense,
Yes, yes.
the seriousness of the offense warrants us to hold him for 21 days.
Thank you. There is no problem. You understand that many suspects, even in this country, are entitled to bail, isn't it?
I understand.
Thank you. Now, on the question of the seriousness of the offense, what you claim to have probably provoked this investigation and these proceedings before this honorable court is that you claim the respondent said Rigathi Gachagua should shoot Ruto, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that even from your preliminary investigations, it is not him who is saying he's going to shoot the president, isn't it?
It is him. He's him.
No,
the
no,
claim.
listen.
Say.
We are going with what you have told the court. You've told the court the reason we are here is because he's seen, allegedly, inciting Rigathi Gachagua to shoot the president, isn't it?
Yes.
So from that, it is not him who wants to go and shoot the president, isn't it?
It is him.
Anyway, it's fine. So, now, lastly, there is a charge and cautionary statement
Yes.
that you have had the respondent respond to, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this charge and cautionary statement you confirm to court contains approximately 4 counts that you want to charge him with, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have already come up with charges. Why, in God's name, do you want to detain him for 21 days as opposed to charging him altogether?
We realized that there are some evidence that has to be brought before court before charging him, actually. And that's why we...
The evidence that you want to obtain from his phone, isn't it?
His phone and other information as possible.
You know, that is all from me. I think.
You know, I will not be cross-examining this summary, but rather respond to this affidavit. When I've looked at the affidavit, you know, it doesn't meet the test of the law. You know, the cardinal rule is that there must be compelling reasons as to why somebody should not be brought in custody or bond. That is pursuant to Article 49(1)H, Section 123 of the Criminal Procedure Code. It doesn't meet those tests. They already have the exhibits, as has come out in the examination, Your Honor. The link is already known. His place of abode is already known. They should go ahead and charge. This affidavit doesn't meet the test of the law. And as such, Your Honor, we pray that you grant the accused reasonable custody and bond. Perhaps pending these investigations. He has a sick child. That child needs the attention of the father. There's no reason whatsoever why he should be detained. That's our humble prayer.
Your Honor, if you permit me, I would wish to just highlight a few aspects about the law, because, Your Honor, the invitation that the court is given by PC Kamau and the state is to limit the freedom of the respondent before court. That is the only simple thing that finds us here. And Your Honor, in determining that question, you are guided by the Constitution and, most importantly, the growing jurisprudence around applications such as the one that is before the Honorable Court. One notorious authority from the High Court is the famous Oscar Sudi Kipchumba versus the Republic. It's a criminal application 208 of the year 2020, determined by my Lord Professor Joel Ngugi and the demos. And Your Honor, perhaps without even going much into the details, I will invite the Honorable Court to check paragraph 26, actually paragraph 24, sorry. Paragraph 24 of that authority, which, page 5 of 8, thank you so much, which the court set a two-test approach when courts are approached with applications such as the one that is presented before court by PC Kamau. Firstly, Your Honor must inquire as to whether the application is brought in bad faith or good faith. And in doing so, Your Honor, you must ask yourself whether there are exceptional circumstances that denied PC Kamau an opportunity of formulating a charge or charges as against the respondent. In this case, PC Kamau, in response to my questions in cross-examination, confirms that as we speak, he has already discharged his responsibility under oath by cautioning the respondent against 4 counts that he will wish to prefer against the respondent. And Your Honor, we can even, for the purpose of the court, at least seeing that cautionary statement. So as we speak, Your Honor, there is no doubt in the mind of PC Kamau as to the charges or offenses that might have been committed by the respondent. So there is nothing that prevented him from preferring a charge today to warrant him or to entitle him to be given the 21 days, Your Honor. You know, even suspects of armed robbery are not given 21 days. But you know, that is on the first test. The second test, as proposed by Professor Joel Ngugi, is that the court must be persuaded that in the circumstances there are no other less restrictive means of assisting PC Kamau in realizing or in achieving what he has come to court to achieve. In other words, Your Honor, you are invited to interrogate or to be guided by Article 24 on the limitations of rights, because the application before court is one that invites you to limit the rights of the accused person, of the respondent, firstly to bail. He's telling you to deny him bail. And secondly, telling him to deny him his freedom of movement. Limiting the freedom of speech, if not for any other thing, the fundamental rights and freedoms of the respondent. Let us not set a precedent of allowing such applications. PC Kamau eloquently confirmed he has in his possession the phone. They have the cybercrime department with him. He is actually from the DCI headquarters. He knows where the respondent stays. And he knows what he intends to charge the respondent with. So there is no reason whatsoever why he should be kept even for a further minute, second or hour. I submit with humility, Your Honor, dismiss this application, grant the respondent his personal bond. He knows too well the consequences of not appearing before this court. He is a man, Your Honor, who has been at the trenches of fighting for the political space in this country. And I doubt whether he will run away if given the opportunity of going back, but he can assist his family. I submit to the humility. Thank you.
I pray for the court to take our judicial notice of the fact that it's words that led us to the post-election violence. So let it not be taken lightly. What he said, okay, even if it's an allegation at this point, it is capable of so much. These were words aimed directly at the head of state. They have been felt, and there is need for the DCI to be given time to investigate. And you're applying yourself to the very test Mr. Wambui has submitted. What other means can you assist the investigating officer? And it's only the 21 days to enable him to complete investigations. We are not disputing the fact that he was arrested from his home, but we're saying, when he is released, there is fear that he will continue what he began. It's clear all this has been committed through social media platforms. What stops him? And my last 2 points, would be, Article 24 of the Constitution is there for a reason. We have established grounds that would allow the court to exercise its discretion to limit the right to liberty. Because this is an issue that goes to the root of national security. And lastly, we believe we've prevailed with the court on the seriousness of the crime, which is a compelling ground that can allow this court to come out the opportunity to have the suspect in custody and the complete investigation. And it's in the interest of justice, it's in public interest as well, for the sake of life.
That famous case, yeah?
Yes.
Of Oscar Sudi. What was the alleged offense? Was he alleged to have committed? The Oscar Sudi case?
Almost similar matters of hate speech.
Hate speech.
Yes, it was Oscar Sudi Kipchumba versus the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. Yes.
So I'm throwing the ball back to the prosecution. In that matter, the High Court disallowed that application. Why would it not apply in this case? Maybe just
Thank you.
to pick your mind. Because I believe the scenarios are actually the same. That's why I wanted you to just...
Maybe the difference would be if we're citing the words directly telling somebody to shoot your head. Or the words the same. The nature of offense might be bad. In terms of like even though by violence, we can have different aspects of how the crime took place or the circumstance, but it's different. In this case, you have somebody on different platforms of social media. inciting that the president should be shot. You know, just even further to that, we have alluded to the fact that this may even lead to a charge of treason. Because the fact that we have identified charges, that can happen in just the face of the video. Does not mean those are the charges that are going to be awarded. You know, that is the difference.
Perhaps the only difference known to my mind at this moment, and I say this with tremendous respect, is that the applicant then was a member of parliament, a member that is said by Risi Kamau to be in these high government offices, while Mr. NURU Okanga is just a poor fella from Kayole. That would be the only distinction. Otherwise, if the law is to apply equally, Mr. Okanga should be set at liberty, unless otherwise lawfully withheld.
All right, thank you. So let's appreciate one thing, yeah, that this year have control of the evidence.
Yes.
So there's no way the respondents or NURU OKANGA can interfere with that investigation. Obviously, the alleged offenses is quite hefty, I'll have to admit. But I think the jurisprudence on trial detention was well set out in that. I want to refer to it as a locus classicus, the issue of trial detention. So I've considered both arguments, and the direction I'll give was that I will allow the application to the extent that the respondent will be detained for only 4 days to allow the investigation to complete the investigation. So I'll give them only 4 days, yeah, basically by the reasons that I've given. So we'll have 4 days and then we'll measure the matter on Monday. We hope at that time we will have concluded your investigation.
Monday, Yorna, is a public holiday.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Just because
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, so then we can have it on
Friday.
You're not following. How next Friday? You're suggesting the next
No,
Friday?
no. Yorna, we are looking at rights. You should be applying rights in the manner that most favors the enjoyment.
exactly.
Yes. So that if we have a distinction, we have a problem with Mondays, we should come here. He has a lot of facilities. Mr. PC Kamau looks like a very hardworking man.
I can agree, even the affidavit is quite elaborate.
Yes, yes.
Contrary to what we always see here.
Good work, Mr. PC.
So then, if you have now have to call on a Tuesday, so Tuesday will be
18th, yeah, 18th.
So you'll be detained at Muzaika for 5 days now, on Tuesday the 18th of May. 18th of June, sorry.
18th of June.
Sorry.
Thank you, Ram.
Okay, thank you.
Ako ndani bado. Lakini tuko tunaona siwezi enda hiyo hapa kwa sababu aje bwana wasiwasi sana. Mikono ya Kulia hapo si sasa wewe ndio unajifanya unaona kabisa just unaweza omba kwa ubii
songa
sawa, wacha tuende.
we Willy songa hapo.